Vision is one of our global causes. In the Bedford-Stuyvesant Lions Club, in one of our meetings, we received a letter from a family for their daughter who was in need of a pair of eyeglasses. So what we did, the club decided to write back and tell the mother to take her daughter to the eye doctor and have the bill sent to our club. We were satisfied with that. But it was several months later when we received a letter from that family thanking us and letting us know that their daughter had gone from a D student to an A student. That is who Lions are. That is what we do. We truly make a difference in this world. Where there's a need, there's a lion. Take a look at this.
There really were no signs with him. I mean, he was hitting a ball, he was catching, he was doing things that you would expect that somebody who had clear vision could see.
And, as a parent, you always want the best for your children, and to not know that he had a problem was really hard. And they gave Carrie the referral that said that there was something wrong with Cross's vision.
When I took him to that eye doctor, both eyes were so far-sighted that his brain had begun shutting off one of the eyes in an attempt to get his vision to clear.
Closer.
I can see right here.
When we went to actually pick up the glasses, he put them on his face and he looked at my husband and he said, "Daddy, you're so big."
These are my magic.
My name is Cross Burchett. I'm a senior at Fossil Ridge High School in Fort Collins, Colorado. I do love to keep busy with a bunch of sports. Reading is also a big thing that I like to do. So when I was really little, I ended up getting my magic glasses. I was 3 at the time. I'm truly thankful for the people who screened me and just the glasses, getting them in general so that I can actually be able to see. My grandparents were actually Lions. They are part of the Kansas branch, and their main goal is to help people learn how to do vision screenings as well as to do them in their general area. They do a bunch of drives to collect unused glasses so that people who need them can get them for really cheap so they don't have to pay. And they also do a lot of other cool fundraisers for the Lions. I know they did a couple of food drives and stuff, and it's just really nice to see how the community is just being brought together by everybody with the common goal of helping out. Recently, I actually got to go to Chicago to be able to talk on behalf of the Lions about the vision screening. And then when I was a little bit younger, I actually got to go to Minneapolis to go to another convention. People were there from all around the world, and they actually got to stop and listen to how the Lions ended up helping us out and actually making it so I could be here today. You have to realize that I'm just one person, and if they were able to help me find my vision, just imagine about all the other people that they've been helping along the way. Becoming a Lion would be really cool. Right now, I'm in high school and trying to live my best life right now, but later in my life, I'd just definitely love to be able to become one. It's a great group of people, and they just all have, caring hearts, and they're just amazing people to be around and to help serve with. Thank you so much, LCIF and Lions.
Thank you for this opportunity to share some experiences that I've had that truly show the impact of our foundation, LCIF. This goes back over 20 years ago when I was vice president and I was traveling in India. I was in Gujarat state. It was very, very hot and sandy that particular day. And I was traveling to visit a district eye clinic, a clinic that had applied for a grant from LCIF to purchase equipment and perform eye surgeries, eye cataract surgeries, and to train professionals. We arrived and the location was up on the top of a mountain. This had actually been a British field hospital at one time that had been given to the government. The Lions had a section for their eye clinic. We met the district officers and some of the doctors and administrators, and they asked if I would like to go into the surgery area and actually see and observe some of the surgeries. And I had before, but I said certainly. So we masked up, put on our gowns, and I was able to go into the operating room and actually watch the surgery being performed. Now you notice I said this was over 20 years ago, and surgeries were performed a little bit different for cataracts at that time, not the outpatient surgery that you and I are accustomed to today. We saw the surgery, and I later talked to the nurses and the doctors and thanked them for what they were doing for the people. I was then asked, would I like to go visit the wards and actually see some of the patients that had completed their surgeries? There was a group that was preparing to actually go home. Now they'd been there for 2, 3, and in some cases 4 days. And I said, certainly I would like to. I'll never forget walking down the hallway to the wards, and I remember the crinkling of sand under my feet. Remember, I said it was sandy in this particular area. And we finally arrived at the women's ward. I looked in and around, and they spoke to some of the ladies there, and I noticed that some were laying on cots, and others were lying on mats on the floor. And I asked, why are these women laying on the floor on these mats? And I was told that is what they're accustomed to. They don't have cots in their homes. And I paused for a moment and truly realized how things were different in different parts of the world. We then walked around the rows and acknowledged the women there. And I'll never forget approaching one cot, and all of a sudden the woman reached up and grabbed my arm, and she was struggling to raise up. And as she was struggling, tears were flowing down her face with the bandage on her cataract surgery eye being still covered. And she was saying something in a dialect I did not understand. And one of the lions said she was thanking me for giving her sight. I paused then, just as I pause now. She was preparing to go home that afternoon. I was later told that she had to walk for 3 hours to the location to be picked up by the bus to bring her there to the eye clinic. And so I paused, realizing that she spoke a language I didn't understand. I spoke a language she did not understand. But we had a common language. The Lions had provided kindness. They had provided her with sight. And we spoke that common language. It means as much now as it did then. And Lions, I'll tell you, every time I walk on the sandy area or go down a hallway and I hear that crinkle under my shoes, you know what I'm thinking about. Our foundation provided this lovely lady with a gift of sight. You and I, through our donations, contributions, our fundraisers, make an impact around the world, at home, wherever we perform our services. I urge you to continue to support LCIF, Campaign 100, and all of the people who so desperately need our help and assistance. Thank you.
Surgery is a very safe and efficient way where we remove the natural lens of the eye and replace it with an artificial implant that has been measured for patients. Cataract surgery is an extremely effective way to keep seniors and other folks who need it active and able to stay at home to perform things like drive their car and to live independently. We've really been lucky here at PRHC because we've been able to upgrade most of the cataract surgery facilities. So that's allowed us to introduce new technologies, specifically the Centurion machine from the Tell-A-Thon company, which has really made a significant difference in giving us the most up-to-date technology for being able to perform cataract surgery. On behalf of my colleagues, our patients, and everyone here at Peterborough Regional Health Centre, I'd like to thank participating Lions clubs in District A3, A16, and for the support of Lions Club International for making this important investment possible.
Hello friends, I'm Lion Mahesh Chitnis from Garden State of New Jersey. I'm here to request you to donate to Campaign 100 of LCIF, Lions Club International Foundation. Lions Club International Foundation is our foundation. It's your foundation, it's my foundation. Our clubs, our Lions clubs, our Lions districts, our multiple districts take pride in supporting our local communities. But sometimes we need help. Sometimes we have larger projects that we cannot handle by ourselves. May it be disaster relief, may it be supporting the Lions core causes like vision, hunger, environment protection, diabetes, childhood cancer, or may it be our local need, the things that are close to our heart in our communities. Lions Club International Foundation is always there for us. So it is time for us to build that fund that will support not only the projects worldwide, but into our communities, your community, my community. And it is very, very important to do that. I'll just give you one example. A few years back, about 5-6 years back, we received a grant from Lions Club International Foundation to buy a Spot vision screener. We did not anticipate how much good that we can do with that amount in our communities. But since then, we screened over 5,000 individuals, children and adults, every single year and made a big impact into our local communities. That is what the grant from Lions Club International Foundation does. So please donate to Campaign 100. No amount is small, no amount is big. Whatever that you feel like you can donate, please do that. I thank you so much for joining this Tell-A-Thon and helping the needy worldwide. Make it a great day now and enjoy the rest of the event.
Lions from around the world, let's put our hands together one last time in appreciation for 4 individuals who stepped ahead and became the ambassadors of giving in this year's Tell-A-Thon. Ladies and gentlemen, our 4 ambassadors.
everyone. I have some exciting news to share with you. We are over $675,000 at this point, but we're not done yet. Keep giving. Every dollar you send in helps our foundation to continue to provide that much needed service around the world, whether it's a disaster relief or an exciting project that a Lions Club is doing that's bigger than their club can handle. So we thank you for what you've done. Keep sending in the money. We will continue to update you as time goes on to let you know what the final tally is. But right now we're over $675,000. Do I hear $1 million? Keep supporting our foundation. Thank you so much. We love you, serving, and we're serving from the heart.
Jimmy may look like an ordinary dog, but when he barks, people listen. And this has saved Cindy Martell's life. Jimmy is a seizure response dog, and Cindy has epilepsy.
Jimmy changed my life because before I didn't know if I cross the street, I'm gonna fall and a car is gonna pass on me because it's not gonna see me.
Once when she fell in winter, she almost froze to death.
My life was always just like stuck in, like a cat who's in the cage. Cannot go out, cannot do nothing.
Enter Lions and the Lions Foundation of Canada.
Our mission is to train and provide dog guides to Canadians with physical and medical disabilities, and it's all at no cost to the clients.
Getting puppies ready for the training center is one of the ways Lions support the foundation.
We get the puppies when they're 7 weeks old.
Lion Harry Marison is fostering his 10th dog.
We do the basic training to socialize them, and then when they're about a year old, they are called back to college.
Lions also participate in fundraising.
Lions all across Canada have walks to raise funds for the dog guide school.
At approximately $25,000, the cost to train and place one dog is high. It includes months of training for the dog.
Good girl.
And a 3-week training for the recipient at the center.
The dogs are in training here at the school where they learn their formal obedience and skills like fetching things off the floor, opening and closing doors.
Push. Good girl.
They can fetch items out of the fridge.
The foundation trains dogs to assist people with vision and hearing loss, autism, physical disabilities, diabetes, and people with epilepsy like Cindy.
If I tell him to go get the phone, he's gonna go get the phone because if I need to do the 911, something like that.
But if Cindy has a seizure,
he's gonna bark and bark and bark till somebody's gonna come.
One of Jimmy's greatest gifts is his ability to anticipate Cindy's seizures.
She do a 9 seizures back to back. They take maybe 2-3 minutes. And because Jimmy bark first, I can do something for Cindy.
But the situation has caused financial hardship for the couple.
I lost my job because of the epilepsy, and my husband too, because he needed to be with me.
A news article about Cindy's financial challenges brought her story to the attention of local Lions.
And we decided that we would pay for Jimmy's food.
It's your favorite kind.
And as Lions, we're just doing what we saw we're going to do, is to help the less fortunate.
Now Cindy does what she can to raise awareness about epilepsy and dog guides.
My husband sent up a Facebook page about the lion dogs, about the seizure and things like that.
She also participates in the fundraising walks and has appeared on numerous television shows, telling her story and spreading the word.
The lion changed my life. I have Jimmy in December. He was the best gift of Christmas. It's a simulation. It's okay. Mommy's all right. See? Mommy's all right.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special cameo message from inspirational Canadian National Hockey League head coach that holds the records for the most wins in league history. With 1,247 wins in regular season and 223 wins in the Stanley Cup playoffs, he has been the coach for the St. Louis Blues, the Montreal Canadiens, the Buffalo Sabres, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Detroit Red Wings. He has won 14 Stanley Cup titles and is the current senior advisor of hockey operations for the Chicago Blackhawks. Have you guessed it? That's right. Let's give it up for the man, the myth, the legend, Scotty Bowman.
Hi, I'm Scotty Bowman with a special message for the Lions of Canada, compliments of Carl Young. I would like to congratulate the Lions of Canada for their great work they're doing raising funds for the LCIF Foundation to help the visually impaired and provide disaster relief. Where there is a need, there is a lion. Canadians know how to step up to a challenge. I am very, very interested in this project. I have a visually impaired son who's now 48 years old and is doing very well because he has had a relief fund and we're very pleased with all the help he gets. And I want to congratulate the Lions of Canada for all the great work they do in raising the funds. Thank you very much. This is Scotty Bowman on behalf of Carl Young. Goodbye for now.
Lion B.J. Blahnik has a newfound love of sailing.
When I'm out on the sailboat, it's just me and the wind and the waves and the peace and quiet.
Diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa when he was 10, he had to give up driving at 23. Sailing has given him a new sense of freedom.
It was so wonderful just to be in control of something again.
He credits Lions and the Leader Dog program with helping him turn the page on depression and a suicide attempt when he was younger.
It just changed my outlook on life. It has empowered me to do things that I never thought possible. Every single day I wake up and I say, thank you that I'm a lion.
Now a motivational speaker, BJ shares his story in the hope of helping others. He also gives back through service. So when the Sheboygan Sailing Center asked BJ to help organize an international tournament for sailors who are blind and visually impaired, he was happy to help and got Lions on board.
They called one lion and asked if he could help out, and he said yes. Now, where there's a need, there's a lion. It's a perfect example of one call brought in almost 200 lions from the entire state.
Would you like peanut butter?
Lions provided breakfast, lunch, and a helping hand to competitors from around the world.
It is good to contribute and to be involved in the community, and you really get a good feeling by doing that.
It was just a really great experience, a chance to work with people with disabilities who've really gone above and beyond to experience life to its fullest.
We've only got one sighted person travelling with us, so to be able to give that person a bit of a break and take us up to get our lunches and or breakfast, it's fantastic. We really appreciate the support of the Lions.
Sonar on buoys and boats allows sailors to navigate the course without the assistance of a sighted navigator.
What they're actually doing is going towards buoys in the water that are each making an individual sound. And the other competitors will also be making a sound off of their boat. So they have to actually go by their sense of sound rather than their sense of sight.
You can get out of the water and your disability disappears. You don't need a white cane. You can feel the breeze, use the sun, use the feel of the boat. And it just gives you a sport that you can do.
The Blind Match Racing World Championship is held annually. This year, teams from 5 countries competed. It is only the second time that no coaches were allowed in the boat during the competition, proving these athletes can overcome any obstacle.
I hope it inspires you to get out and go and try something new. Life's short. Go out there and live it and enjoy it.
After the championship, competitors returned home, but the boat stayed in Wisconsin.
The boats here will be used as an adaptive sailing center for those who are visually impaired to come and learn how to sail. So one-day event turning into a long-term project because one lion said yes.
Allowing more visually impaired people like BJ to set a course for new adventures.
Just a really freeing experience just to be out there and doing something that I never thought I could do again.
Thanks to the generous donations from the Lions Club International Foundation, Can-Do Canines was able to expand our kennel space, allowing us to house and train more dogs at our facility. To date, we have trained over 750 assistance dog teams for people with disabilities and children with autism. Without generous donors like you, this wouldn't have been possible. So please donate now to LCIF to support future projects like this in our community.
I just wanted to say, our band has had a really great time playing here today. But I want to spread a special thank you to you for coming to Delaware, for meeting all of the people that you've done. And then earlier today, we had a moment where I just saw what I think is a lot of the essence of you, when you were talking a lot about service, and it just sort of took you away for a moment. And this was a moment that was off camera, and I'm goosebumping just thinking about it. But for a moment, after talking about some of the service that we are doing as a club, Vice President Doug Alexander just stood back for a minute and got overwhelmed by this work. And that contagious feeling spread throughout this whole set. So all of a sudden, there was about a minute or two where we're all just looking around at each other with these goosebumps and this energy and this feeling. And that was the feeling. That's the moment, that these goosebump moments that really happen.
Yeah.
This is what Lions Club does for me, and when I saw it in you, it was such a leadership moment of, that's a person that I am so proud to be in the club with. So I just want to thank you for your spirit and your time and energy for coming today. Our band, we like to play, but you are doing the real work, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
That's why we serve. Thank you.
It's all about love.
Why don't we get them to sing with us? You guys want to sing with us? All of you out there, come on and sing. We're going to sing a sing-along. So I want you guys to get yourself back in front of the TV or the computer or the phone or the iPad or the Switch or whatever you're watching this on, and we're going to sing a song with you.
Sing along if you know it. 2, 3, 4. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Larkins know they're older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia, a mountain mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, a modest lady, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, a misty taste of moonshine, there's a teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me, the radio reminds me of my home far away. Riding down the road I get the feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia, a mountain mama, take me home, a country road. Eddie B, take it. Let's go. Let's have you sing it along at home. Here, good. That's right. To the place. They don't already know the word. That's right. Good. my God. Take me. All right, one more time, just you, just the audience. Ready? Here you go. Mama, home, country roads. All right, sing it with us. Take me home, country roads, to the place where I belong, West Virginia. I said, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. I said, take me home. On the country roads, one more time now. I said, take me home on the country roads.
Hey everyone, Lion Scott here with one last financial update of our awesome Tell-A-Thon. Folks, you've done it. You've really, really knocked us out of the park with the numbers that we see coming in. Right now, we actually need to tally up these numbers. A lot of the donations are coming into LCIF. And so it's going to take us a little while to tally up all of those numbers to see what our grand total finale is. But we're going to have that number to you in probably a week or two. So stay tuned. We will blast it out throughout all the networks. But the real important thing is this. It doesn't end when the telethon's over. If you didn't get to donating now, no worries, you can donate later. If you did donate today, you can always donate again or share these links to donate more. The point is the telethon and the fundraising doesn't stop just when the cameras go off. This is a new beginning of fundraising, a new beginning where we all come together online from wherever we are and commit together just $1 or $2 to say, I really want to put my money where my service is. That way we can really help our efforts of service and the impact that we do. So even though we're coming to a close soon in this, I want you to think that this is really just the beginning of Lions hooking up Lions through these kind of telethons and other fundraising initiatives. So don't forget to give today, but if not today, give tomorrow. Or if you give today and tomorrow. Serve with us. See you on the thing. Peace.
Hi everyone, I'm International Vice President Lion Brian here. If you gave during the 2021 Tell-A-Thon, you made a huge difference this year. You made an impact. You've changed and altered lives to those in need throughout the world. Please continue to give to your foundation throughout Campaign 100. This Tell-A-Thon has been so successful that plans are underway for Tell-A-Thon 2022. Are you glad to hear that? Me too. I am so excited because the goal is to be bigger and better than this year, and that's going to be a huge challenge for all involved. We will only accomplish this goal with your help. The save the date currently for Tell-A-Thon 2 is June 5th, 2022. This is the charter month of when this great organization was chartered in 1917. Tell everybody what a great event this was for you, and we will see you in June of 2022 to finish off this campaign with a huge bang.
Thank you for your generosity. Your support of LCIF allows Lions to fund the projects that are needed all around the world. Where there's a need, there's a lion. We look forward to seeing you at our international virtual convention. Thank you.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must serve each other as one. There are people suffering, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
When the pandemic hit, Lions began to wonder how we were going to continue to raise funds for our foundation. And some Lions got creative and said, let's put on a telethon to raise funds for LCIF. Challenges will come as we as Lions continue to serve, but you can turn a tragedy into something very positive. And here we are with this telethon. We started out thinking that maybe we could raise $250,000 for our foundation. And I know by the end of the telethon, we will surpass that number. So that's turning a negative into a positive. And I would like to thank each and every Lion who are contributing to this telethon. I can't say enough about the team that we put together to make this happen. We have all been amazed ourselves how well this has come together. And I want to thank each and every one of you who took your time to be a part of this. I am so proud of each and every one of you. You have no idea what this means, not only to me, but to the millions of people who will benefit from our foundation's work. We are ensuring that going forward, no matter what happens, whatever challenge that we are faced with, Lions rise to the occasion. We are resilient. We are forever. We are dedicated men and women who have one goal in mind, and that is serving our community. And by your support of our foundation, whether you worked on this campaign or whether you donated, you have made the world a better place. Where there's a need, there's a Lion. And we can continue to say that because of your support of our endeavor in bringing this first ever virtual telethon to the world. And you can be proud to be part of this first that has taken place. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for serving. Thank you for serving with kindness, because kindness truly matters. Thank you.